Hello there. Welcome to our weekly podcast. We hope that you enjoy these brief 4 minutes with Father presentations on a particular topic of my choosing. And we hope that you tune us in every week to get a little deeper reflection on the mysteries of salvation. This week, I'd like to talk about All Saints and All Souls. Last week, we celebrated the Feast of All Saints' Day, and then we commemorated the souls of the faithful departed. And I wanted to give you a little background on these days, which I think is interesting and important. All Saints' Day originated with the Feast of the Martyrs in the Eastern Church. Around the 4th century, the Church in the East, that would be present-day Russia, Eastern Europe, Syria, Iraq, that part of the world celebrated the Feast of all the Martyrs in the season of Easter Friday in spring. In the year 610, the Roman Pantheon was dedicated, and that was a shrine to the Blessed Mother. It was eventually a church. Our Lady of the Martyrs was dedicated, and so this old monument to the pagan gods was transformed into a basilica and became a place where the saints were honored. And that church is called Our Lady of the Martyrs. Well, originally, the Feast of the Martyrs and All Saints was celebrated on the 13th of May, usually Easter Friday. But in the 9th century, Pope Gregory IV transferred the feast from May 13th until November 1st. Why did he do that? Well, he picked up on the Celtic celebration, the celebration in England and Ireland. In the Druid times, pagan times, before Christianity came through St. Patrick of Ireland, the Druid priests would celebrate what is called Samhain. On October 31st, the last day of the year, they would have a festival. Festivals of fire. The Druids believed in demons and ghosts, and they would try to appease these gods because they had spent the fall gathering their harvest, and they wanted the harvest protected through the winter. And so on the 31st of October, the lines between this world and the next became blurred, and the ghosts of demons would come out. And so to appease them and keep their harvest safe, they would hold these fire rituals in which criminals, prisoners of war, the insane were burned alive. And the Druid priests thought that they could see omens of the future in the way that they died. Well, the church decided, instead of being a dark, demonic feast of the Samhain, the Lord of the Darkness, we would honor the saints on that day. And so the feast was celebrated on November 1st, October 31st. And so it was called the Eve of All Hallows, or All Holy Ones. Pope Gregory IV, who died in 844, transferred the feast from May 13th to November 1st to kind of baptize or replace that pagan feast with the Feast of the Saints, which we've done in many other areas. And so we've celebrated that day. The commemoration of All Souls dates back to the early times in the 2nd century. 3rd century Tertullian talked about a feast of All Souls. And in a man named Odilo of Cluny in France in the 10th century commemorated all the souls of the faithful departed. And in the 13th century, the church in Rome accepted this. And so we commemorate all the souls on the 2nd day of November. Anyway, that's All Saints and All Souls. We hope that in this month of November, we will pray for the souls of the faithful departed so they will join the angels and saints in heaven. God bless you.